Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to you can either use your really small, or your finest brush that you have, or your medium-sized brush, whichever. And we're going to actually paint some check marks. You heard it right, just some check marks, okay? We're going to paint three different check marks using warm colors. So that was going to be our reds, our red, orange, etc., okay? And you can do them all different you can do them different warm colors, or you could do them the same color. It's completely up to you. I'm just going to do a little variety. So I've got a little bit of red, orange here, and they're going to be different sizes. So there's one kind of medium size. You get like a bigger one over here. And we're going to do 5 of these. Let's get a yellow one right there. Just a regular orange one. We'll put that one over here, one kind of bigger. And I'm going to do one more that's more like a deeper red. I'm going to do that one like right there. Okay. There we go. So we got the 3 size check marks. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take a blue-violet color and we're going to paint some circles. We're going to paint three circles. And with those 3 circles, make sure you have some tissue handy. What you're going to do is you're going to have a little piece of tissue and you're going to just kind of ball it up, and we're going to set it right on top of that circle. So we're using like I said, a blue-violet. So that's going to be, I think, where's my blue-green? Oh, this one. Here we go. Blue-violet right here. All right. And actually, oops, sorry. Wrong one. There we go. Okay, blue-violet. Okay, so I'm going to do one circle over here. Okay. And I'm going to take my tissue and I'm just going to put it on top of there, press it down. I'm just going to let it sit. We're going to take that off later. It's going to leave like a little cloud inside there. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit more violet here. Okay, and I'm going to go maybe right here. Oops. It's very similar to my purple. I think I was supposed to do an oval. Anyway, it doesn't matter if it's a circle or an oval. It doesn't matter. There we go. Take a little bit more tissue. Remember, this doesn't have to be perfect, okay? This is just, whatever marks you end up making will be okay. I'm going to leave that right there. Okay, kind of press it down, leave it there. I'm going to do one more, probably over here somewhere. Okay, and let's do this one. I did that one up there, this one up there. Let's do this one, I don't know, maybe right here. Do it inside my rectangle a little bit, but remember that I've got to leave a little bit of space. I'm going to paint something inside that rectangle a little later, okay? My last piece of tissue paper, just tissue, okay, right on top of there, okay? There we go. All right, so we got some check marks. We got some blue-violet circles with some tissue on the inside. We're going to let that dry. And then lastly, what we're going to do is we're going to paint blades of grass. Now this is where you're going to need the smallest brush that you possibly have with you. If you're in my classroom, it could be one like this. If you don't have something this small, just get the smallest that you have. It's really no big deal. Now there are 3 different types of greens in the palettes that I have in my classroom. We have just a regular green here, we have a yellow green, and then we have a blue green. We're going to use all 3 of those. The first one that we're going to start with, however, is going to be the yellow green, which I have activated. So I'm going to take a little bit of yellow green on my brush, and this is how we're going to do that. We're going to do this, we're going to do 5 bundles of grass anywhere on your paper, and I'll show you how this is going to work. You're going to start, you're going to put the paintbrush down, you're just going to kind of flick it upwards, and you're going to do that 3 times in 3 different directions, or you could do it 5 times if you want. Some students like to do a little bit more than that. It's up to you. I'll go ahead and do 5. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to clean that off. Now we're going to use just the regular green. And we're going to do the same thing right on top of there. 5. Okay. Then we're going to clean that off. And now I'm going to go to the blue green. And I'm going to do the same thing again. 3. Let me just get some of that paint right there. 4 and 5. Okay, blades of grass, right? a bit dark on the screen, I know. It's because this light overhead has a lot of contrast. And so we're going to do that again. Find another place. And you can make this bushel a little smaller if you want to. It's completely up to you. One more, and that's this green. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I've got 3 bushels there. Come over here now. 1, a little bit more brush, watercolor on that brush. 2, 3, 5. There we go. Okay. Green. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I've got 3. I'm going to do a couple more because I think they're kind of, it'll be a nice, it's nice if you have this everywhere because you might get lucky and get some of that blades of grass in each one of your cards, and you'll see. Okay. I'm going to do one maybe right over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Clean that up. Come get a little bit more. Really dip it in there. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's nice with the 3 different colors because you're getting a more natural kind of look to the grass. It's not just one color, because grass isn't just one shade of green, it's several shades of green. Okay, I'm going to do one more, and I think maybe I'll do one like maybe right over here in this area. This area is looking kind of blank. This is the time when you want to start looking around and seeing, do I have any really big blank spots? And up here I don't really have a lot going on, so I'm going to go ahead and add my last bushel of grass right over here. 5, okay. My last dark color. And 5. There we go. Okay. So good. I've got my 5 bushels of grass there. Great. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here. That was part 2. We're going to come back and do 3 more steps here in just a little bit. Just kind of give some time for this to dry. And when we come back in the second video, I'm going to go ahead and remove the little tissue papers so you can see what that's going to look like.